this shit one time. Since y'all wanna be on the front lines. Hey, yo, Remy, don't you love me? See, right there, that's the punchline. That's the punchline.
I don't give a fuck this. Just till you stop spewing the business. If found out you were in the help, that could really ruin your image. We're talking Barack and Michelle, Pep and Rem. It's us. Y'all the poster child symbol for black blood.
You wanna know who I'm fighting? You wanna know the details? Put this on the details. If you heard it, fucking with me over a female, and he ain't big, it's probably because I still got the female.
What did it take for you to jump in the ring with Remy? Just want it out.
At this point, the girl leaves my number.
What? Your actual telephone number?
So at this point, you can give me $1, and I'm gonna $1. It don't have nothing to do with whatever else. It's just that part alone. That part there is where it's like, I'm a businesswoman. Don't leak my number.
Right.
Why would you do that?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, drama sells. I'm not in that beef. My smoke with her is posting my number. Right. So people like, oh, she wants to fight her over a dude. Whatever. Stop it. Stop it. That is so beneath me. It's the disrespect of the leaking my number part. And
it looks like Remy and Easy aren't getting along after all the turmoil from the previous year, and Papoose isn't even feeling sorry for her. Instead, he's been giving her the business for cheating on him in the first place. We're about to dive into this mess, so grab your lace front because it looks like we're heading toward another major face-off between these two. It's still unreal that Papoose and Remy's romance ended the way it did, even though I know you've all heard this before. When they tried to prevent him from seeing her, he married her over the phone because he was so in love with her that he risked going to jail himself to get a skeleton key to her while she was incarcerated. Regulations prevented them from getting married in person, so they tied the knot over the phone instead. If that isn't love, I don't know what is. When she got back home, they had a proper wedding. Remy gave birth to their daughter in 2018, marking the beginning of their blended family. On paper, everything was going smoothly for them, but things got a little strange when Father's Day 2023 came and went without Remy giving her husband a single shout out. She used to go out of her way to tell everyone how strong he was and was always ready to praise him as a wonderful spouse and father. Despite Papoose having 3 children before they even met and Remy having 1 child before him, they managed to work things out and create a loving family. People started to worry when she went completely silent on a day that practically begged for an emotional tribute. When Papoose posted a Father's Day family photo of himself and the kids without Remy, it really got folks talking. The fact that Remy's other child from a prior relationship wasn't included in the picture only added to the intrigue. Family is everything, he captioned it, but some were left wondering where Remy was. Since she always appeared in these photos, people speculated that something was wrong. Papoose's love for her had been undeniable, but he was finally seeing things for what they really were. Although it was clear that something was off, it wasn't until rumors surfaced that Remy had been seeing Easy the block captain that everyone realized how bad things had gotten. To make matters worse, Easy used to hang around with Papoose, making the whole situation even messier. Papoose didn't take it well, of course. Rumor has it that Papoose and Easy the block captain got into a heated argument at an industry event. Some people who claimed to be there said Papoose knocked him out cold instead of just having a heated conversation. Easy tried to downplay the whole thing, saying, "You guys want something bad to happen to me so bad," as social media mocked him relentlessly. It's like you'll hate both men and women. Before you talk, you need to hear the whole story. In a follow-up tweet, he added, "I'm not mad about the rumors. I'm not mad about the false stories. But when I see people happy that something happened to me, that's just not acceptable." He even called out Papoose, saying, "We ain't friends. Clear up these rumors before I do." Naturally, Papoose didn't say a word. He didn't respond, didn't clarify, nothing. Instead, Remy took control of the narrative by tweeting, "I want to apologize to everyone who was disappointed tonight because we couldn't get 3 full rounds from all the opponents. I tried." She followed up with, And can y'all stop with the Easy and Papoose rumors? There's no place like Chrome. See y'all in August. But Papoose's silence spoke louder than anything. Anyone who has followed their relationship knows that Papoose was always quick to defend Remy no matter what. He used to ride hard for her, no questions asked. So when people started dragging her over these cheating rumors and he didn't step in, it was very out of character and said a lot. If these stories weren't true, the old Papoose would have been the first to shut them down. At that point, people weren't just unsure whether the rumors were true. They were convinced. His silence was more telling than any denial. And when Easy stepped into the ring against Gigi Gotti, all the uncertainty vanished. Easy had always praised Remy, saying things like, "A man's got to honor his queen, and he must consider her opinion moving forward if she disagrees with something." But things got intense when Gotti grabbed the mic. As anyone who follows rap battles knows, nothing is off limits, and Gotti wasn't holding back. He went straight for the jugular, accusing Remy of cheating on Papoose with Easy, not just playful jabs, but full-on allegations.
Just tell him stop spewing the business. If found out you in the help, that could really ruin your image. We're talking Barack and Michelle, Pap and Remy. It's us. Y'all the poster child symbol for.
Gotti's remarks made it abundantly clear that this was essentially an open secret that had been discussed for some time. However, Gotti didn't stop there. After accusing Remy of cheating on Papoose, who had been faithful to her for years, he went on to tear her apart.
He showed his admiration and tell the world how he think his woman the greatest. They held you down in prison for 6 years.
The most shocking thing about all of this was that he made no effort to deny the reports. Rather than saying anything to quiet them, his silence effectively validated them.
You want to know the details? It's only been nice. If you heard it, sucking with me over a female, and he ain't big, it's probably because I still got the female.
Instead of publicly addressing the matter, Papoose decided to move on with a new woman right away, Claressa Shields. It seems like things are getting louder and bolder these days when it comes to men's side pieces. Yes, you all know the boxer. To be honest, the fact that Claressa and Remy knew each other made the situation much more complicated. Claressa had already slid into Remy's direct messages before she even started dating Papoose. And yes, it's true, Papoose and Claressa are together. Given that she was the cause of all the chaos, you'd think Remy would just back off. But she isn't handling it well at all. She has reportedly been in a downward spiral ever since it was revealed that Papoose had officially moved on and that his new relationship had gotten serious. She's been acting irrationally and lashing out at everyone she encounters, showing that she won't let this slide without a fight. Literally. Rumor has it she's been hinting that she wants Claressa to square up. She's even been quietly suggesting that she's ready to end things on her terms if they don't go her way. The real question, though, is why Remy is so upset over her ex moving on if she's supposedly in love with Easy. It most likely has to do with how strong Papoose and Claressa's relationship seems. After all, Claressa recently confessed her love for Papoose and even hinted that she'd say yes if he ever proposed.
That sometimes people need to fight it out. Because talking doesn't do it. Sometimes you can talk. Like if it's certain situations, you could talk to a person. You express how you feel. They express how they feel. Y'all come to a mutual agreement that y'all either don't agree or you might start seeing it from another person's point of view. When it gets to the level, or when you deal with people that like sometimes how I used to be, I don't even want to hear that. I don't give a fuck how you feel. I don't care what you thought. What's up? What we doing? And that's where I come in. She said, you ain't have a fight in recent times. You really not ready for this work. And she said, it's natural. She don't have to. Not even I like talking about fighting. Sometimes people be needing hands put on them. And I love boxing. It's one of my favorite sports. I just never could.
Yeah, that's why I said I love him. I love having his support, you know what I'm saying? His support is like very, very different from what I've had in the past, and how he speaks to me and stuff is very different. There you go. We deserve each other. But I don't know, it's not one of those things I was like, I want to keep him all to myself. I didn't really.
Papoose has been visiting Claressa without hesitation, indicating that their relationship is becoming quite serious, and it seems the feelings are mutual. Remy attempted to give the impression that Papoose was merely using Claressa and didn't genuinely care for her when she revealed the two were dating last year. In one of the texts she exposed, Claressa stated, "You'll take accountability. You're the one who's married. Telling me you made it home safely or that you fell asleep in the Sprinter shouldn't be a big deal if you can't even sleep with me over the phone or in person." This obviously annoyed Remy. Remy mocked Claressa for begging Papoose, who she claimed wasn't even that interested. This sorry-ass publicity team and this lady Claressa Shields have been spreading false info about me every day to make me look bad and him look like God's gift, Remy said, accusing Claressa of launching a smear campaign. While resting in my house, Papoose's fool fell asleep talking to Claressa on the phone and wouldn't wake up. It's scary that this is supposedly a world champion boxer. As soon as he heard my voice, he hung up. Remy also claimed she had begged Papoose to make a statement to clear things up, but he insisted that silence was the best option. "I'm tired," she said. "Oh, and he said he'd never ask you to marry him because you're ugly. But don't worry, I saw it all, and now that you're so tough, the whole world will too." She later released more texts that made Claressa seem desperate, including one where Claressa wrote, "I'm not happy, but I'm all right. I'll quit. I don't want to add to your stress. I appreciate your honesty, even though it hurts. I'm tired of talking and not being heard. I feel stupid just lying here, even though I asked for time and flowers." Finally, Papoose broke his silence, saying, "I'm glad people are finally seeing Remy for the narcissist she is. She cheated on me multiple times, but now wants to act like the victim because I've moved on. I've asked her for a divorce repeatedly, but she'd rather go online and chase clout than handle things like an adult. I'm not engaging in this drama for the sake of my 6-year-old. He also responded to the claims about Easy the Block captain, saying, "The last time I saw this chump, he was in the fetal position. I knocked him out cold, and everyone saw it. Remy had to wake him up and take him home for 4 days. Meanwhile, I was home with my daughter. I won't lie about the knockout, even if she still asks me to." Claressa didn't hold back either. She called Remy out, saying, "I can't believe a 45-year-old woman is crashing out like this." Remy snapped back, "I'm not 45 yet, but you're only 29 and definitely not aging like wine." Claressa also accused Remy of faking texts, saying, "I'm not your enemy, but tell your man to buy you some flowers. And it's embarrassing to fake texts." She upped the stakes by challenging Remy to a fight. Claressa Shields versus Remy Ma. Come get whooped on February 2nd. In an interview with World Crash Out, Claressa even joked, "I'll fight Remy for just $1."
With Remy Ma.
Just put it out.
And at this point, the girl leaving her number.
What? Your actual telephone number?
So at this point, you can give me $1 and I'm gonna give you $1. It don't have nothing to do with whatever else. It's just that part alone. That part there is where it's like, I'm a businesswoman. Don't leak my number.
Right.
Why would you do that?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, drama sells. I'm not in that beef. My smoke with her is posting my number. Right. So people like, oh, she wants to fight her over a dude. Whatever. Stop it. Stop it. That is so beneath me. The disrespect of the leaking my number part.
It's clear, however, that these two cannot stand one another. A few weeks ago, Remy's lover, Easy the Block captain, came out and said that other men were envious of him because he had Remy.
Go everywhere else because y'all is just mad that it happened. I kept it $1 with. I'm like, yo, hey, listen. If it was that easy for any of y'all y'all would have did it. There's a bunch of who don't like me for no reason because I'm just, excuse me, whatever. I gotta start that over. I'm gonna start over.
But when he forced Remy to publicly declare her love for him during another rap battle, he finally came clean and acknowledged that they were, in fact, dating.
This shit one time. Since y'all wanna be on the front lines. Hey, yo, Remy, don't you love me? See, right there, that's your punchline.
You would think that he and Remy were together after all that, but that isn't the case. Insiders claim he has been having covert affairs with other women for a while. Rumors suggest he has been cheating on Remy since they first started dating because he never cut things off with his side piece. Reportedly, Remy discovered his extramarital affairs a few weeks ago, which explains why she has been disparaging Papoose and Claressa. She exposed Papoose and Claressa's relationship in an attempt to break them up, and Papoose also stated that Remy has been reluctant to sign the divorce papers, so the timeline adds up. Even if Remy did it first, Pap and Claressa clearly started getting involved when they noticed her acting strangely. I'm not saying they're out here doing dirt, but Remy might be losing at this point. And since Easy is known for cheating on her, I'd guess we shouldn't be too surprised that he's already doing it. But I'd love to know what you think about all this drama. Is this just Papoose's way of getting even with Remy, or do you believe he really wants Claressa? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to check out the next video.